Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So we have a new model we're playing with today. This is a Freewing twin 80mm A-10. We got Bentley out here doing some flying with his 1200 P51. Anyways, we're out here at the field, and I just picked this up yesterday from a friend, and actually he's a test pilot and has flown A-10s as well as a number of other airplanes. It was kind of fun to pick his brain about flying the real one. But anyways, he gave me a smoking deal on this thing, and it's in fantastic shape. I had to make a couple of fixes to the nose gear. Aside from that, it's pretty much, it's all stock. I did change the nose wheel because the factory nose wheel is gigantic and just looks silly. So that's a Freewing F14 nose wheel, which is nice because it's got bearings and it's rubber. But we are running an AS3X receiver in this. So this has got the updated AS3X Plus firmware. And you can see I'm running Spectrum batteries. So these are 7000s. And I have them pushed pretty far back. Originally, I could tell the original owner had two separate packs, one up here, one back here. I like my CGs more aft than forward, so right now I have the packs as far back as I can get them with the strap. I'm gonna have to modify the bay so I can get the strap farther back, so I'd like to push the CG back just a hair. It's pretty good, honestly, but it could probably go back just a tiny bit. But anyways, this thing flies fantastic, and loving the flight times in the 7000s and the AS3X Plus technology in here, just making this thing fly really, really nice. So we're gonna give you guys a flight, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next one.
Timer start.
So this thing's got a lot of punch with these 7,000 milliamp packs. Give you guys a high-speed pass here, start things off. With lots of vertical. A little more than scale, I would think.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
So like I said before, this has AS3X Plus in it. Currently using an 8-channel. Give you guys a 4-point roll here so you can see the crispy. Almost too crisp. This thing does knife edge really well too. So that's half throttle right there. See, it still moves at a pretty nice little pace. Alright, so we don't even need full throttle for knife edge. About 3/4 will do it. Not too much rudder. It'll actually climb a little bit. That was kind of a crappy one.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
A little bit of a gun around here. Bird. This thing is a lot of fun. So earlier we flew the FMS A-10 and this one together just to kind of compare them. And this one is a little faster. Vertical's very similar. But the slow flight of the FMS is much nicer. Rock solid. And the FMS A-10 is, not that this airplane right here is difficult to land at all, but the FMS A-10 is a real sweetheart in the pattern. This one is also very nice, but it's not nearly as good as the FMS in slow speed. High speed maneuvers are pretty similar quality wise. So here's a 360 high G turn here.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
You can see just how stable the airplane is with the AS3X Plus. In fact, judging by that previous 4-point roll, I need to turn down my roll gains just a little bit. When it does that rock back, when you let go of the stick on your point rolls, that's when you know it's a little too hot on your roll gains. Let's try it again, but a little less aggressive. This is better. Let's try that knife edge one more time. So I got my timer set for 6 minutes. I've been flying this thing closer to 7 with a decent amount left over.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
There we go. Sweet. All right, let's slow things down a little bit. Show you guys the slow flight. I had a bit more flap in it on the first couple of flights. I ended up taking a good amount of it out. It just didn't, it made the stall very abrupt on touchdown. I didn't really care for that too much, so I reduced the flap throw just a little bit. And now you can kind of land it a little bit nose high with the power on, and it's a little bit better. See, she's fairly happy at low speeds. It's just pretty heavy for its size compared to the FMS. So, still a very nice flying airplane. I'm not trying to say it's not. But when you compare it to the FMS, the low speed flight is noticeably faster with the Freewing. In fact, we did when Bentley came in to land with the FMS, I followed him in and did a touch and go at the same time, and yeah, I passed him up pretty quickly. It wasn't even close. So
20 seconds.
This does like a little bit of power on landing, nose high power on. That's a caught some bad air back there. Go around.
Timer expired.
So that's the beauty of using a 7,000 pack is even at 6 minutes after flying relatively aggressive, if I have to go around, I can. So this is going to be closer to a 7-minute flight, which if you're used to using the 4,000 packs in a model like this, you're on the ground at 3 to 3.5 minutes, depending on how hard you fly it. Ooh, got a bump down there. Anyways, this thing's a lot of fun to fly. In fact, I'm really considering putting a camera in this and using it as a FPV platform because it is such a nice flyer and it'll get pretty good flight times, and it can fly slow and fast. So
Minus 1 minute.
and who doesn't want to do some low-level ground runs in an A-10? Everyone wants to do that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the quick flight demo of the Freewing A-10, and we'll see you in the next one.